Why has Neymar never won a Ballon d'Or or a World Cup? Does the talented Brazilian have something to hide, or is he just extremely unlucky? A record-breaking transfer worth 222 million euros, numerous injuries, and of course, big parties are what this Brazilian star is highly known for. However, Neymar is also known for being a fantastic talent who could not meet everyone's expectations of him. Was he just born at the wrong time? When you mention any combination of the words flair, football, and Brazil in a sentence, what's the first name that comes to mind? That's right, it's Ronaldinho. Ever since Ronaldinho graced the footballing world and showed us that even at the highest level, football can be fun and expressive, we've all collectively been clamoring for the next Ronaldinho to take center stage. And the thing is, we already got it. In fact, we've got more than that. Neymar. Neymar has had a more sustained career and is, quite frankly, even better than Ronaldinho in almost every measurable category, barring national team accolades and Ballon d'Ors, of course. But even those factors can be largely explained thanks to the fact that Ronaldinho played with these guys and he never had to compete with these guys. Don't get us wrong, both had or are having great careers and should be idolized for their contributions to football. But it is worth noting that while one is universally praised, the other is arguably more polarizing than any other top player in the modern era. Which brings us to the reason for this video. Neymar will never reach his potential. At least not the potential that many believe he should have reached years ago. And honestly, that's okay. He's achieved far more than most footballers ever have and most footballers ever will, and continues to give great performances whenever he's fit. But one can definitely see the perspective of his critics. Perhaps he should have achieved more. Let's discuss why Neymar gets the hate he does and why he hasn't and probably will never reach his true potential. Neymar da Silva Santos Jr. took his first admirable step into football at the age of 12 with the Brazilian club Santos FC, where he honed his skills and instantly became the club's wonder kid. At the age of 19, his skills alone led the team to the final of the FIFA Club World Cup. Back then, little did Neymar know that the club he would compete against would become both the fulfillment of his dreams and a curse. The final match took place in December 2011 against none other than the mighty FC Barcelona. The competition was anticipated as a showdown between the 19-year-old Neymar and Lionel Messi, a challenge that Santos' then head coach, Mauricio Romano, tried to address as best as he could in a pre-match press conference. Soon, Neymar will be the best in the world. Both are similar, but Neymar is somewhat more exceptional. His style changes the direction of ball movement, whereas Messi dribbles more in a straight line. Neymar is unpredictable. You won't find anyone in the world who does with the ball what he can. Though Santos did not win the match, teenage Neymar was being hailed as the next Pelé, and he got a chance to collaborate with Messi at Camp Nou, home of La Liga club Barcelona, around 18 months later. After a bit of controversy, he signed a 5-year contract with Barcelona in 2013. Barca paid Neymar's parents 57 million euros to sign Neymar, who had also been a target for Real Madrid, and that proved to be a bargain fee. He was electrifying throughout his time in Catalonia and struck up an excellent partnership with Messi that helped deliver a host of major honors. Many footballers could only dream of such a clash in the company of stars such as Andrés Iniesta, Xavi, or Sergio Busquets. Just 2 years later, he helped Barcelona achieve the treble, winning La Liga, the Copa del Rey, and the UEFA Champions League, becoming the only side in European history to do so. Neymar played a crucial role in Barcelona's successes from 2013 to 2017, scoring a total of 105 goals in 186 matches for the club in all competitions. He was undoubtedly living up to the hype. To many, this was it. People expected Neymar to get a few years of training under Messi and then boom! Ballon d'Ors, International Player of the Year awards, the world would be a football at his feet. But that was not to be so. All of a sudden, in 2017, reports started coming out that Neymar was potentially looking to leave Barcelona. Neymar's narcissistic nature prevented him from enjoying the team's accomplishments. He wanted to be the biggest star of FC Barcelona, which was unattainable, given the team's lineup at that time. Lionel Messi is undoubtedly one of the greatest players in football history, and Neymar was desperate to step out of his shadow. The team play was centered entirely around Messi, and Neymar was forced to work for him. His jealousy grew almost as much as the number of goals he scored for Barca, which is a real shame, but let's be real. In his contract with Barcelona, Neymar's buyout clause has been fixed at 200 million euros for the first year and 250 million euros for the remaining 3 years. At that point, the highest transfer in history had been Paul Pogba's 89 million euro return to Manchester United, which was less than half the amount. I mean, who in their right mind would... Oh, PSG would. Paris Saint-Germain came calling, and Neymar spectacularly failed his first true test of loyalty. He more than doubled his wages, going from 300,000 euros a week with Barca in 2016 to over 700,000 euros a week when he joined PSG in 2017. On the Messi front, what we do know is that their relationship didn't seem to have been as fractured as the media would like you to believe. However, the relationship between Neymar and Barcelona fans was irreversibly damaged. When he departed for Parc des Princes, the iconic PSG stadium, some culés, a nickname for Barcelona fans, went as far as burning shirts with his name after the transfer was confirmed. Neymar gave Barcelona plenty of memorable moments, but his exit marked the beginning of a major downturn in fortunes for the club. His legacy has been complicated by the perceived betrayal as well. Barca had provided everything Neymar needed to achieve his lofty career ambitions, and he was loved by their supporters. He traded all of that in for what he perceived as the fast-track route to greatness in France. What would you have done? Would you have stayed at Barca and fought for legacy, or gone for the money to one of the nicest places on earth? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. So Neymar joined the French team Paris Saint-Germain for a then record transfer fee of 222 million euros. This move made Neymar the highest paid player in the world at that time, with an annual salary of 45 million euros. This signals PSG's belief in Neymar to be the man to secure the one thing they had spent their lives chasing after, the UEFA Champions League. It also fulfilled Neymar's desire to be the man in the spotlight. So again, what went wrong? Most people feel that Neymar's chapter at PSG stands out as a tale of unfulfilled promises and unforeseen challenges. First of all, when a club spends that much money on a player, they and the fans have the right to have high expectations. Despite Neymar's undeniable talent, his journey was cursed by several disruptive factors, including a series of injuries that restricted him from consistently contributing on the pitch, which we'll talk about in detail in a while. Neymar wasn't the only superstar PSG acquired in 2017. Around the same time, they had also signed a contract with Kylian Mbappé. With these two in attack, success was seemingly guaranteed, but the curse continued. Turns out the Brazilian was unlucky in his choice of club because while escaping Messi's shadow, he ended up in Mbappé's shadow. After finally reaching the long-awaited Champions League final, they lost to Bayern Munich 1-0. And before you knew it, PSG wanted a new star. So they turned their attention to the one man Neymar had left behind to escape from, Lionel Messi. Neymar played in only 30 matches during his first season with PSG, scoring 28 goals for the club before breaking a bone in his right foot. After 6 seasons at PSG, he's made only 173 appearances. The pressure on Neymar to become the savior of Brazilian football has always been ridiculous. The entirety of Brazil begged for him to be included in the squad for 2010 FIFA World Cup when he was only 18. And as he's gotten older, the pressure on him has only gotten greater and greater. Taking that into consideration, along with the fact that Brazil as a footballing nation has regressed a fair bit from what it once was, the pressure quite evidently became insurmountable. But his journey with the Brazil national team has been quite a roller coaster ride. This could be seen in 2014 when he was made national team captain at 22. After that, he stepped down following the 2016 Rio Olympics, only to be reinstated in 2018 and then stripped of the captaincy in 2019, all within about 5 years between 2014 and 2019. Perceived immaturity and lashing out have been the main contributors to this. The guy isn't perfect, and it comes as no surprise to anyone that Neymar has been prone to a tad bit of play acting for many years now, but it was in 2018 that his reputation as a diver truly peaked. The entire world watched on as Neymar played much of the World Cup tournament in Russia, rolling around on the ground in pain, 14 minutes in total to be precise. Not only that, he was fouled more than any other player, averaging 5.2 fouls per match with a total of 26. He was relentlessly memed. Already known for his theatrics on the pitch, Neymar was also criticized for his behavior during his second season with PSG. He criticized the officials following a Champions League loss to Manchester United, drawing a 3-game suspension for upcoming Champions League play. The following month, after another loss, Neymar got into an altercation with a fan who insulted the PSG players. And that's that. It is clear that Neymar hasn't been able to manage his career the way many of us think he should have, due to his turbulent and narcissistic temperament. Let's go back to the 2014 FIFA World Cup, where the Brazilian national team was one of the top contenders to win the tournament. In the first 3 matches, Neymar scored a total of 4 goals, twice against Croatia and twice against Cameroon. He was in top form and the key player for the team in the round of 16. He helped secure a victory over Chile by scoring the decisive goal in the penalty shootout. The quarter-final against Colombia was just expected to be a formality. Brazil was leading 2-1, controlling the entire game when tragedy occurred. In the 88th minute, Colombian defender Camilo Zúñiga kneed Neymar in the back. Neymar fell to the ground in pain, and this time it was clear that he wasn't faking it. A broken third lumbar vertebra ruled him out of the semi-final against Germany, contributing significantly to the 1-7 defeat. It could very well have been Brazil going through to the finals and not Germany. But unbelievably, bad luck destroyed Neymar's dreams of winning the World Cup. He was never as close to winning it before or after that evening. Brazil did win the 2019 Copa America, but Neymar was unfortunately out injured and therefore did not participate. He then led Brazil to the 2021 Copa America, but unfortunately for him, Argentina had a date with destiny, and Messi led his country to victory. However, Neymar was named as the joint player of the tournament alongside Messi, but it's not like that did anything to make up for the lack of significant international trophies. Neymar has struggled with injuries throughout his career, keeping him out of important matches and tournaments. Since around the 2018 World Cup, his fitness has taken a considerable dip, and many of his injuries are contact-related. As we know, he is often fouled due to his agility. Slower defenders are unable to move their feet away from the superbly dribbling Neymar, which results in him falling to the pitch. With all the kicks and knocks this guy gets for club and country, it's not hard to see that he is also legitimately fouled far more than most people would like to believe. Almost every attacker dives, and it's commonplace at this point. While it might be frustrating to watch repeatedly, it's not always going to be a case of cheating. When we see numbers like Neymar's average fouls per World Cup match, we also need to understand that a foul isn't called unless a player goes down. It's clear that while there is a bit of feigning going on, some of these dives are not only a response to lousy refereeing, but also acts of self-preservation. Look at what he went through in just the last 6 seasons. It wasn't just injuries that kept him from winning the Golden Ball. Unfortunately for Neymar, he entered the world of big football during the eras of Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. From 2007 to 2023, only 3 players have managed to prevent Messi or Ronaldo from winning the award, and those were Kaká, Luka Modric, and Karim Benzema. As you can see, the Brazilian had a tough time competing with the 2 greatest footballers in history. He came closest to winning the Ballon d'Or in 2015 and 2017 when he was ranked 3rd. He won the Champions League and delivered an incredible performance at Barcelona, where he played a crucial role in the most amazing comeback in football history. On March 17, Barcelona overturned a 0-4 deficit against PSG and won 6-1. Neymar was a key player in that match, yet all the credit went to Messi. Despite such a significant achievement, it was still not enough to win the coveted prize. Many journalists even refer to Neymar by the nickname, the Football Prince without a crown. At the age of 23, Neymar was earning more from his endorsements than he was from playing for Barcelona. Endorsement earnings, $17 million. Earnings from sport decreased to $14 million from $17.6 million. This has only caused outrage among many supporters who feel that he's not worth it. However, receiving this level of scrutiny is the price to be paid for being such a phenomenal footballer. It is what it is. And what about Neymar's partying habits? The answer to this question is straightforward. He loves it. Most of his partying controversies started ever since he arrived in Paris. Even his neighbors there were not happy. Neymar fired back at critics saying, "I will not stop partying. I am not immature. Partying isn't holding me back." He had suffered an injury to his right foot that ruled him out of playing matches for 3 whole months. But that didn't stop him from celebrating his birthday in style despite being on crutches. Even Thomas Tuchel, who had previously appeared at Neymar's parties, strongly criticized this behavior, saying 48 hours until the match and Neymar is partying. At his best, unthinkable. Imagine being a superstar footballer living in Europe and not being able to attend your sister's birthday in Brazil every year. Sounds pretty horrific, right? Well, if you ever get into such a situation, fear not. We have the solution for you. Either get suspended or injured around your sister's birthday and you're good to go. Neymar also has the unfortunate habit of leaving club matches when his sibling's birthday is approaching. Fans quickly noticed this strange pattern when the national Brazilian team has been missing him in matches around those dates for the past few years. Rafaela's birthday is on March 11, and Neymar has been dealing with injuries or suspensions for matches played on that day since 2014. It's no secret that Neymar is incredibly close to his sister. He even has a tattoo of her face on his shoulder. Is Neymar doing this on purpose? It's hard to imagine that this is all just a coincidence, but you can't fault him for being a loving brother either. Let it be known that Sergio Ramos once said, "I like to play with the best," and Neymar is one of them. But what we would have to negotiate is his sister's birthday. Last year, Neymar left Europe overnight and moved to Saudi Arabia following a new trend. It's an absolutely crazy timeline to be living in. Al Hilal SFC of the Saudi Pro League paid 90 million euros for the 31-year-old player. It can be confidently stated that Neymar's move brought him closer to the end of his career in top-level football. The Arab League is known for their high salaries, and Neymar preferred to choose that over continuing to pursue glory in big football. Neymar's decline has happened gradually over the years, playing in Messi's shadow, moving to Paris where Kylian Mbappé became the key player instead of him, numerous injuries, arrogant behavior, a focus on parties instead of training, and the move to Al Hilal. All of these have led to what we now observe. Sadly, his participation in the 2026 World Cup is uncertain, and the hopes of winning the Ballon d'Or while playing in the Arab League are very low. Observing his career trajectory, one can certainly feel a great sense of disappointment. One Champions League trophy, a Confederations Cup, or Olympic gold is much less than what we had expected from this promising star in 2013. So to answer the question, will Neymar ever truly reach his potential? No, but that's all right. He definitely could have achieved more, but he's already won many accolades in the first place. He's a great trainer and is frequently the best player on the pitch. It is a shame that injuries and a few lapses in judgment have weighed him down. It happens, unfortunately, but one of the biggest problems is that we all collectively expected him to take over from Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, who were entering their late 20s when Neymar truly began to perform. However, no one expected Messi and Ronaldo to go on for as long as they have. Brazilian football has produced great players like Pelé, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, and Kaká. However, Neymar's career is different from all the others. Here's to hoping he goes on to achieve great things in the coming years. If anyone from Brazil is watching, please comment on this post and let us know how you feel about Neymar and the national team.